Good morning students of class 6. This is our second video from geography chapter 3rd. The name of the chapter is motions of the earth. The topic is revolution. The movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical orbit is called as revolution. The movement of the earth, it takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Due to revolution, it causes the changes in season. The next topic is leap year. A calendar year has 365 days only. The 6 hours, a quarter of a day, over a span of 4 years are added to make it 24 hours or one full day. This extra day is added to the month of February. So the extra day which is added in the month of February, which has only 28 days, and every fourth year has 366 days instead of 365 days. So such type of year is called a leap year. The next topic is seasons. The change in the position of the earth around the sun, it causes changes in seasons. Due to the revolutions of the earth, it causes changes in the seasons. So there are 4 main seasons like summer, autumn, winter and springs are the 4 types of seasons, and these seasons are marked by change in temperature and conditions and durations of day and night. So these seasons are, as a result, it change in temperature and durations of day and night. Next topic is solstice, summer solstice. Between the month of August and June, the northern hemisphere is remain tilted towards the sun because the rays of the sun, it falls vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. At this time, it receives more heat. The northern hemisphere receives more heat, and there will be have summer season. During the month of summer season, the days are longer and nights are shorter in the northern hemisphere. And the longest day which occurs in the northern hemisphere, it will be 21st June. But when the sun's 21st June, when the sun shines directly over the Tropic of Cancer. But in the southern hemisphere, the rays of the sun fall slanting. The rays of the sun fall slanting over the Tropic of Capricorn. As a result, in the southern hemisphere, there will be winter season, and days are shorter and nights are longer in the southern hemisphere. We can see here in this picture the summer solstice. This line is called an axis. It is an imaginary line. 2 latitudes are here. Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorns are the 2 latitudes, and this middle one line is called as equator. This equator, it denotes from 0 degree. This North Pole is this axis is divided in 2 parts, North Pole and South Pole. So when rays of the suns falls vertically on when the rays of the suns fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer, as a result, the northern hemisphere, there will be summer season, and rays of the suns fall slanting here in the Tropic of Capricorn, so there will be winter season. Next we can see here winter solstice. In winter solstice, between the month of December and February, the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. It means the vertical rays of the sun, it falls the rays of the sun fall vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. So that's why in the southern hemisphere there will be summer season, and days are longer and nights are shorter in the southern hemisphere, and the longest day occurs on 22nd December in the southern hemisphere. But when the sun shines, but in the northern hemisphere, the rays of the sun fall slanting in the northern hemisphere. As a result, in northern hemisphere there will be winter seasons, so days are shorter and nights are longer. Here we can see this is the picture of winter solstice. When rays of the sun fall vertically on the Tropic of Capricorn, so we can see here the southern hemisphere, there will be a summer season. This is a Tropic of Cancer, this is the equator, and this one is the Tropic of Cancer. So when rays of the sun fall vertically on the Tropic of Capricorn, it receives direct rays of the sun, and there will be summer season. And here the rays is falling slanting, so in the northern hemisphere there will be winter season. Next we can see the next topic is equinox. Equinox is a day when the sun shines vertically over the equator, and there we have equal day and night. So 21st March and 23rd September are called as two equinox. They are 2 days which is called as equinox, when days and nights are equal. Now we will see the 21st March is called spring equinox, and 23rd September is called autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere the 21st March and 23rd September is called as spring equinox. Now students, we will do very short answer questions and copy. The first question is, why do two hemispheres experience opposite seasons at the same time? The two hemispheres experience opposite seasons at the same time because of the inclination of Earth axis. The next question is, what is the angle of inclination of the Earth axis with its orbital plane? So the angle of inclination of the Earth axis is 66.5 degree, and its vertical plane it will be 23.5 degree. What is the circle of illumination? The circle which divides the Earth into two equal parts, day and night. This is called as the circle of illumination. Name the 4 seasons. The 4 seasons are winter, summer, autumn, and spring are the 4 seasons. Next question is, what is a leap year? So leap year means when the Earth completes its one revolution in 365 then 6 years. A calendar year there has only 365 days. So one day is added in the month of the February. One full day is added in the month of the February. And February has 28 days, while other month have 30 days or 31st days. So every 4 year has 366 days, which makes the so every 4th year has 366 days, which makes a leap year. The next question is, what is revolution? So the movement of the Earth around the sun in an elliptical orbit is called as revolution. Due to the revolution, it causes changes in the seasons. And rotation means the rotation. What is rotation? So the rotation is the movement of the Earth on its axis. It completes one revolution in 24 hours, and due to rotation, it causes day and night. So thank you students, and have a nice day.